What is going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video, where today we're going to be looking at a Turbo Darkrai deck in the standard format, utilizing the new Darkrai Prism Star. I think that this card is something that could potentially give this deck a little boost back up into the spotlight. So we're going to see how it works out, test out a few games today, and see how it goes. As always, Turbo Dark is just so consistent, and I think the consistency being there is like really solid for the deck. So we're going to go ahead and hop in and take a look at this deck, starting off with Darkrai Prism Star himself, the 160 HP Dark Basic Pokemon with the Nightmare Star ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may attach 2 Dark Energy cards from your hand to it. So getting that little extra acceleration. If we have 2 Dark Energies in our hand and we bench Darkrai Prism Star, that's plus 40 damage for Dark Pulse on Darkrai EX. And then we also have Abyssal Sleep here. Something that, like, we could potentially use. I doubt that we'll use it, but it could happen. We've got 120 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Your opponent flips 2 coins instead of 1 between turns. If either of them is tails, that Pokemon is still asleep. So maybe could buy some turns with Abyssal Sleep if we need to, but this is mostly going to be here for that Nightmare Star ability. And then, of course, for Darkrai EX with that Dark Pulse attack, 20 plus, this attack does 20 damage more for each Darkness Energy attached to all of your Pokemon. And then we have Dark Head, never going to use it, not even going to read it. So there we go. Oh, well, I guess technically we could use it. Let me read it real fast. If our opponent's active Pokemon is left asleep by Abyssal Sleep, we could come up with Dark Head. And if your opponent's active Pokemon is asleep, this attack does 80 more damage. So, maybe we'll see a Dark Head today. Probably not, though. And we'll continue on looking at the rest of the Pokemon, including Oblivion Wing Yveltal here, 30 damage, attach a Dark Energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. Of course, just a great way to keep energies in play and to keep accelerating them. And then 2 copies of Tapu Lele-GX, because Lele is so good with that Wonder Tag ability, and then also the potential to use Energy Drive. So let's go ahead and expand it here. And look at that, just 2 rows, straightforward, simple. That's what Turbo Dark is, and, you know, the consistency wins out a lot of the time. We do have 4 copies of Max Elixir, letting us get some more energies into play to boost the damage from Dark Pulse. We've got 1 copy of Super Rod, putting back some Dark Energies for late game elixirs is always nice. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, letting us discard 2 cards and then get a Pokemon out of our deck. 4 copies of Altar of the Moon, of course, reducing the retreat of all of our Dark Pokemon by 2. Our Pokemon with Dark Energy attached to them, excuse me. So that way we can have free retreat on all of our guys, so we can maneuver back and forth for Max Elixirs and to get Oblivion Wing in play early. 4 copies of Cynthia, 3 copies of N, 4 copies of Sycamore as far as draw supporters go, and then also 2 copies of Lillie. We don't need Bridget, so I figured why not throw a couple of copies of Lillie in here and see if we can get some turn 1 Lilies. And look at that, completing a trade. There we go. And then we got 3 copies of Guzma to round the list out. And like I said, guys, straightforward. 13 Dark Energies, 4 Choice Bands. Want to get those high damage numbers as quick as possible. And then 4 EXP share. We want to keep those energies in play if we can. Let's peep this trade real fast. Hey, there we go. Getting another unit energy. I only need 1 more, and then I'll be able to do some decks with the unit energy. So stay tuned for that. But there we go, guys. There's the list. Like I said, I've said it a couple times now, just straightforward, consistent, and I think that, you know, the consistency is nice, but it does have a hard time with anything fighting. We are a Fighting Week, basically entire Fighting Week deck, and we've got a Tapu Bulu deck, something that could be a little tricky for us, but we'll see if we can't get a win to start the video off. Getting to go first, of course, is really nice. Getting that extra turn of getting some energies in play. We've got the turn 1 Lillie. We can actually go get Darkrai Prism Star, get 2 energies in play immediately. Maybe could do that. Just immediately throwing the energies in play. I, like, don't hate it. We could also just get rid of, like, a Dark Energy, a Cynthia, get a... let's do it. Let's just get the Darkrai Prism Star. We'll show off the strategy to start things off. Use that Nightmare Star ability. Go ahead and get some cards in our hand. And then we'll get to use Lillie and draw 7 cards. Not too bad to start the game off. We get an attachment for turn. We even have Max Elixir if we want it. We could Ultra Ball for an Oblivion Wing Yveltal. And I kind of think I want to do that. Let's go get Oblivion Wing Yveltal. Just get some... yeah, we'll do that. I think we'll likely Oblivion Wing this coming turn. How many Darks are in here? 9. So decent odds to hit this Elixir. We do have Super Rod and the other Elixirs. Looks like we did prize and alter, a choice band, and a max EXP share, excuse me. So we'll go ahead and Max Elixir. We do hit it. We'll attach to Yveltal, and I think we'll just attach to the active Darkrai and pass. We'll hold the altar, we'll hold the Sycamore. We, of course, can't play Sycamore, but we'll just hold the altar. We could have played this, gone ahead and retreated into Yveltal, but there's a chance if my opponent doesn't get another Grubbin down, wow, getting rid of 2 rare candies. There's a chance if my opponent doesn't get another Grubbin down that we could just knock out their only Grubbin in play. But we see they have an Ultra Ball, they have a Lele. And probably going to get a Bridget or maybe a Lillie here. Looks like they are going to go with the Bridget version. So they must have had 3 rare candies in their opening hand. That's the only reason I can think that they would Ultra Ball away 2 rare candies. So honestly, if we could top deck an N, it might be really difficult for them to find another rare candy. We do not top deck an N. So let's go ahead and Max Elixir. Whiff, that's fine. We had a decent amount of energies in play, so I guess it makes sense. And we do hit an energy, so we can at least attack this turn, and I kind of just want to knock Grubbin out. I mean, they've got to have a rare candy there, right? Maybe we just Oblivion Wing and get some more energy in play. Like, the only reason I can think that they would Ultra Ball away 2 rare candies is because they have rare candy Vikavolt. So based off that assumption, let's just go try to get some more energies in play. Maybe I should have just attacked it, but we'll go ahead and do this. I've already kind of committed. I guess I could have attached a Choice Band to try to bait out an early Field Blower, but he could also just go ahead and Field Blower our Stadium. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here on my opponent's turn. And they're just going to have to end, so they did not have... Well, maybe... I mean, they might have had another rare candy, but they might not have had another, like, Vikavolt or something, but... So, yeah, let's see what is going to happen here. They do get... Ooh, they play Charge-a-Bug. Maybe that's why they were okay getting rid of the energy. So if we can top deck Guzma and just chase this down and knock it out. Honestly, maybe even chasing down Artillery is pretty good. They do get Field Blower, so baiting that out a little early is nice. We can get our EXP shares in play and feel like they'll be relatively safe. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40. If we get one more energy, we could actually knock this out potentially as well, so that's pretty decent. There's an energy, so now we just need to find what? Oh, I should have put that here. Oops. But we'll put an EXP share there. We'll put an EXP share here. Choice Bands, and we'll go for Cynthia. And if we find a altar, we can retreat and attack. We do not find an altar. We don't even have any energy in the discard either. So hitting this for 30 doesn't really accomplish much for us, unfortunately. But we do have a Lele in our hand, so next turn we could maybe get a Guzma and knock out Charge-a-Bug or Vikavolt if he gets a Vikavolt out. And there it is, the Vikavolt coming down turn 3. So, yeah, a lot of Vikavolt lists have cut out their Charge-a-Bugs, so this guy playing it still obviously works out since he had to get rid of those 2 rare candies on the first turn. Artillery online is also annoying, but it is what it is. Ultra Ball here, let's see what this is going to find. And let's see if how he goes about knocking out Yveltal here. Ooh, getting another Vikavolt in play? He drew into another rare candy after discarding 2. There you go, not bad. You know, if you can draw like this, always play Boo. 2 Vikavolts established, so that really takes away my strategy of wanting to Guzma knock out their only Vikavolt. Maybe we can knock out Artillery. We could, like, knock out Artillery with Darkrai Prism Star, but then we would just lose so many energies to this going down to a Tapu Lele-GX attack. So he's going to get 2 fully powered Tapu Lele-GX, and he can go for Nature's Judgment, not even having to discard energy, since we do already have 30 damage on us. But we'll get to keep the energy in play because of our EXP share, so that is decent for sure. And yeah, Nature's Judgment here, not going to discard, just does 120. And we can actually attack now with this Darkrai-EX without a choice band because of the 30 damage that's on there. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. Yeah, I mean, we have the energy attachment anyway, but that is decent right there. I think we'll just go for the Cynthia this turn. We'll go ahead and attach this. We could Lele, but we'll just go Cynthia. Get this other Darkrai in play, and we'll just go Dark Pulse, take the KO. And if he doesn't find blowers this turn, like, sure, he is getting the knockout on Darkrai-EX, but we'll get the return knockout if they don't find blowers. And even if he does find a blower, we still have, you know, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60 plus the choice band. So just one energy attachment will get us there. And he's on the odd prizes, we're on even prizes. Things are looking nice. Nice and up for us. And Skyla, let's see what this is going to find. 30 damage here actually could mean that Darkrai Prism Star could theoretically take a knockout on this Vikavolt, so that's something to consider. And, oh, Skyla went for the Field Blower, so never mind. That's really unfortunate. But, like I said, we still do have the Dark Energy. He did not get rid of the Choice Band. So even if he got rid of Choice Band, we can still attach Dark. But so let me make sure. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, Choice Band, 190 damage. That is a knockout. And we could end them down to 3. And it's looking decent for us as well. They would need to find another Bulu and a way to retreat, or just a Choice Band with a Vikavolt will allow them to get the knockout as well. So we'll do this. We'll go ahead and put another Choice Band here. Should we put the Lele in play? I think we'll hold it so we can get a Guzma next turn potentially. And yes, we will use in. It does give us less cards, but also limits their options a lot. No EXP share is unfortunate here, though. We'll go ahead and play Alter. I think we'll go ahead and bench the Yveltal. And we'll just go for Dark Pulse, take the KO. Doing 190. So, man, if they can get the KO, no EXP shares is pretty unfortunate. But he needs to strong charge 3 energies onto Vikavolt and find a Choice Band this turn. And they are down 2 Field Blowers. There's an attachment. Strong charge will get the rest of the energies. Like, he's got 2 Vikavolts anyway, so. But this will also have run him through a lot of his... Ooh! A lot of his energy, and there's none left in the deck right there. It looks like he might have to Abyssal Hand and hit his Energy Recycler and then use this next Strong Charge. If he doesn't, we're in a really solid spot. Lele here, gonna find probably an N. I would imagine. Well, I mean, they would only put themselves at 3 cards, so maybe he's just wanting to draw more cards. No Sycamores or anything like that. This could be one of the versions of the deck that does not play Professor Sycamore. Or he prized it. There is none in the discard. And we do find an N and a Sycamore, so we are going to have options next turn. There's a Bulu, there's a Choice Band, but does he even have energies to power it up? The answer is no. We're going to go ahead and just play Professor Sycamore. He's only got 1 card. Couldn't get the win that turn, but we can get some more attachments. I guess we take the knockout with this Darkrai. Save the Choice Bands. We could play Super Rod. Put back 2 Darks and like a Darkrai. But I think we'll just go ahead and Dark Pulse. And we're just hitting raw 180, don't even need the Choice Bands, but if he does get rid of our energy, we will need to find 1 more energy to knock something out. And we only have 1 prize remaining. I guess it would have been fine to go ahead and Super Rod back 2 Darks. Yeah, I think that would have probably been fine. Abyssal Hand, he needs to find Energy Recycler here, or the game will just be over. Even still, he's got 3 prizes remaining. We only have 1. We've got Guzma to knock out, Vikavolt, or Octillery. Yeah, and looks like that is the writing on the wall for my opponent, unable to end us. Let's go ahead and look at their deck and see if they were not playing Sycamore, or if they're maybe only playing 1 or 2 and prized them. Yeah, no Sycamore in my opponent's deck, so And how many... He did play full 4 rare candy, 2 energy recycler, didn't draw those. Only the 2 field blowers, so once they were down, that was good to see. And it looks like they're playing Mew as well, so interesting choices there. And getting the first win of the video, not bad. We will take it. And we'll go ahead and hop in, grab another game here, and see if we can come out on top. Once again, Turbo Dark, just like I said, really consistent. So many draw supporters now with Cynthia. And we're playing another Vikavolt Tapu Lele deck. So we'll call tails. We do win the flip. Once again, just being able to go first in this matchup is so huge. I think the person who goes first in this specific matchup is like probably favored over the other person. So we will click done. And we do start an Yveltal. Oh, this is an ugly hand though. Just give me a basic Pokemon. Give me one basic Pokemon. That's all I want. Could Guzma and chill? This is not good. 2 Max Elixirs down early really stinks. I'm going to go ahead and Sycamore. Put a Dark in the discard though. Like, we can't afford to just chill forever. I think we'll Ultra Ball away in and Lele. Go get a Darkrai EX. We didn't get an energy attachment this turn, which is really bad. Yeah, no energy that turn at all. I think like discarding the energy is correct. Like, we play 13. We should draw 1 more, but just didn't end up working out, unfortunately. So my opponent has a strong start, Bridget's right away, doesn't even need to use Tapu Lele to find it. And let's see what they slap down with this. Gonna just get a Bulu and a Grubbin, so not gonna need to get anything else here. Looks like my opponent's rocking out with a fully blinged deck. They've got the Grass Energy, they've got you know, some secret rares and stuff going on. We could Ultra Ball and get one more Darkrai out, but I kind of want the Ultra in play. It's probably fine. Most Yveltals, or excuse me, most Bulus only play like, you know, the 2 or 3 blowers, no Stadium. So we do have 3 Ultras left as well. So I think this is fine, and we'll just go Sycamore. Want to find some Dark Energy. There we go. We finally get some. And we get an EXP share as well, which is nice. Hopefully they don't have Field Blower. Oblivion Wing does a decent chunk of damage for us. And lets us get an energy in play. Really far behind here. Let's see if my opponent is able to get that turn 2 Vikavolt. Here comes a Floatstone, and looks like they're just going to go ahead and Cynthia. If off the Cynthia they draw Vikavolt, Rare Candy, that would be pretty crazy. But hopefully that is not the case. Ultra Ball, don't like seeing that. Do not like seeing that. Gets rid of a Lightning, and what else? And there's a Vikavolt. They Cynthia themselves into Rare Candy Vikavolt. What do you know? They definitely didn't get Field Blower right. No Field Blower, at least give me that much. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So we're only doing 90. We need to hit our last 2 Max Elixirs or Darkrai Prism Star. And our only draw supporter is in. I don't remember if our other Lele was in the deck. We do keep the energy in play, so that's some sort of a plus. Okay, there's a Sycamore, so that's good. So let's go Ultra Ball, get rid of in Guzma. Don't want to end them. They put themselves at 1 card, or 2 cards. Don't need this. We could get... Okay, so what do we need to get the knockout here? We need 20, 40, 60, 80. We just need 1 more energy in play. So I think the safest route is to go ahead and get Darkrai Prism Star and then just Sycamore and hope we hit 1 more energy. We go ahead and do this. We get just 1 energy in play. So it does, you know, it doesn't help us that much, but you know, gets that energy in play, and we can hopefully Sycamore and just hit 1 more energy. We do hit it. Not getting EXP share does stink though. So this is not looking hot. We take the knockout, but we are not going to be in a great spot. We'll go ahead and play this. So we got what we needed to get the KO, but not getting like a EXP share to put on this guy or another energy like a Max Elixir or something like that. Does hurt. And I have considered Ninja Boy in this deck as a way to reuse Darkrai Prism Star. Ultimately decided against it. And Max Elixir, Energy Recycler is going to put a bunch of energies back for them. And they just have another Bulu. Where did this... They must have gotten this off the prize, or like they top decked it, because they would have benched it last turn. And they had Cynthia. Alright, so my opponent drawing really well. Field Blower to boot. Gonna get rid of these two, I'm sure. Tough spot here. But we will see what we can do. Discarding those two Max Elixirs at the beginning of the game just really hurts so much. And it's going to be really hard for us to ever one-shot another Bulu. So we kind of saw like two ends of the spectrum here with these matchups. Choosing to go for Tapu Wilderness GX, actually, as opposed to discarding the energy. Not sure I agree with that. Because that actually could allow us to potentially get back in the game. Could allow us to get back in. I think we put this here. We can go Lele for N. We only give ourselves 4 cards, but we really just need to draw 1 energy off this. And we've got 7 in the deck, plus 2 Max Elixirs. Give us an energy. Give us an attachment for turn. A choice band would be awesome, but, you know, we will take what we get. There's energy. There's Max Elixir. There's choice band as well. All kinds of good stuff happening. Maybe this should have actually gone here. I'm kind of thinking maybe it should have. But something else that's interesting is that we could actually go knock it out with Abyssal Sleep. I don't think I love that, though. We'll hit the Elixir. We'll go ahead and attach to Darkrai. We'll attach here. So if we keep the energy, like, let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20. So that is a knockout. I think we do need to put the energy on the Darkrai-EX to be safe. Even though, like, we can assume, like, okay, we'll probably get the energy back off of EXP share. They've already used 1 blower. I think we just need to, like, guarantee it to be safe. And this is where I would have really liked to have seen my opponent go for the Tapu Wilderness, so that way they could heal themselves, but maybe they just wanted to like save their energies. Like, I guess I can kind of understand it. And let's see, off of this into 3, what did they get to work with? Starting things off with a strong charge, of course, always good. They could just raw retreat. No, just gonna go for the Nature's Judgment. Do have to discard the energy. And 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 20. That is a knockout. We'll send this guy up, and we'll see what we get. We will see what we get. There's a Dark Energy. So we actually might end up using Darkrai's Abyssal Sleep. Maybe we should have attached here and planned to use it this turn, because now all my opponent needs is 1 grass energy to win the game. We could pass. We could pass, or just hit it for 80 to like do a little damage. I kind of wish I'd attached to the Darkrai with Oblivion Wing. Because if we just knock this out, we lose the game. Right? If we just knock it out, we just lose. So I think we go Dark Head. It feels weird, but I think this is smart. Not a misclick. If they have Guzma, they just win straight up. Choice bands. Sycamore, okay. There's a couple rare candies going down. And if they get a Grass Energy, they just win here as well. So, Field Blower does come out, gets rid of, what, Alter and the EXP share on the active. No Grass Energy, hopefully? Ultra Ball, maybe they can dig for it with something like an Oranguru? And yeah, we need to top deck a supporter or something to have a chance. Even maybe if we top deck a Dark Energy, honestly, we can go for the Abyssal Sleep, leave a 1 prizer in the active. They fail the Ultra Ball. So, it might seem weird to have not attacked and knocked this out, but if we knock it out, we just lose the game. Like, that's it, we lose. So now he's going to put a Grass on the active and just go for Horn Attack. Onto our turn. We get a Dark Energy. So that's what we need to stay in the game. We do have to retreat 2 energies off. But we'll go for that Abyssal Sleep. And my opponent's giving us the well played. They must have the Guzma. Ah, so unfortunate. I should have put the EXP share here. I should have like attacked with this. Like I should have attacked with this earlier. I don't know. But he does have the energy, and yes, there is the Guzma. They had not used a single one, so decent chance. We also like, you know, we have so many draw supporters still. Well, I guess we have gotten rid of a decent amount. We do have multiple Cynthias left, and we had a few turns to draw one. Didn't ever draw one. It is what it is, and we do win 1 and then lose 1 to Boo. So we'll go ahead and grab another game. Yeah, just getting rid of those 2 Max Elixirs on that first turn is so ugly, so unfortunate. We weren't ever able to really get a super strong Dark Pulse off, and yeah, we'll just see if we can make something happen here. Going up against Code Master, playing a Metal Psychic Water deck, probably going to be that Duskmane Necrozma. Maybe utilizing Octillery as the draw engine. And this is another, you know, very similar matchup to the one we just played, where I think things can kind of just get out of hand pretty quick. But we do get that turn 1 Lily. We've got a Max Elixir to try to get in another energy in play. And no, looks like it's actually going to be Metagross. Very interesting. Not something that I would have expected to really see. Been a while since I've seen a Metagross deck. We've got the Darkrai Prism Star. Did prize a Choice Band, it looks like. And this is an interesting matchup. I think this has historically been a kind of difficult matchup for Darkrai. But we'll get the clean Lily for 8. Give him the big high 5. And we draw 3 Max Elixirs. Wow. We'll go ahead and play 1. Ah, we don't hit. I maybe should have just held them. At this point, do I want to play another one? At this point, I just hold them. No, at this point, we'll play it. So that way, if we don't get... Yeah, there we go. If we don't get Alter, but we do get an energy next turn, we can maybe go aggressive and knock this out. And we'll click done. We won't play the 3rd one. Or 4th one, wow. It would have been crazy. We could have played all 4 Max Elixirs there on that very first turn of the game. But my opponent does get Tapu Lele to Wonder Tag. Bridget here will search out, likely, multiple Beldums. And if they do get the Alolan Vulpix beacon off, we do have the option to N away whatever they beacon for. And let's see what they get, though. If they only get 2 Matangs, we might Guzma. And they do only get 2 Matangs. So we might actually go for Guzma here and just knock out Beldums. Like, if we can keep Metagross out of play, that's decent. Abyssal Sleep actually might be really important here in this matchup. So what do? We just Guzma hit? Guzma knockout, I should say? Or do we N and try to, like, slow them down a little bit? Maybe Nning is a little smarter. We'll just go for the in, and then if we draw an Alter, we can actually just knock out their Vulpix. We didn't draw an Alter. We have energy, so we could manual retreat. We actually could get Darkrai Prism Star in play. But we can hold that to see if we top deck an energy next turn, and this optimizes the amount of energy we get in play. I guess we maybe should have held that, but we'll go ahead and get an energy on it. And I think that Darkrai Prism Star could be an important part of our strategy in this game. And we end them into Rare Candy Metagross. Oh, feels so bad. Feels so bad. Field Blower is going to get rid of our 2 choice bands. But that's fine. They're using it early. They're not going to get rid of EXP shares at the moment. And yeah, this is interesting. Like, not a deck you expect to see. Oh no, are they going to come up and Algorithm this turn? They could go for that Algorithm GX. We're down 2 ends. And they play the Solgaleo version. But no, they are just going to choose to Beacon, get some Metang and a Sycamore, or excuse me, a Metang and a Metagross. And we top deck a Sycamore. So let's go ahead and Darkrai Prism Star. We're going to want to use it at some point in this game, I'm sure. So we just get the 1 energy. We'll choice band this guy. We do have to Sycamore, unfortunately. We can Ultra Ball this and this. Get another Darkrai. Yeah, no, unfortunately, no EXP share if this goes down. And I kind of want to attach to Darkrai Prism Star. He actually can't even one-shot a Darkrai Prism Star without something like Solgaleo. Darkrai Prism Star gets a lot worse if he does indeed get the Solgaleo out, because of course he can just use Ultra Road to get out of the condition, the status condition. Let's see what he's got here. Metagross, that's fine, as long as it's not Solgaleo. Field Blower does get rid of the Choice Band. So even if we had gotten EXP shares, he would have gotten rid of them or it. So now what do we do? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 190? We could, maybe should have just come up in Oblivion Winged, honestly. Maybe should have just come up and used Oblivion Wing. There's the XP shares, though. I kind of want to put a choice band on that. Oh, wait, no, that's our last choice band. Yep. He can't attack this turn, and he needs 1 more Metagross in play, and he needs to draw, like, his max potions and stuff. And he could go for Algorithm, but we do have our last in. So we'll just go for Dark Pulse. If he goes for Algorithm, like, he'd have to max potion and then go for Algorithm. Yeah, kind of mad that I didn't just Oblivion Wing that turn. Get 1 more energy in play and try to set up for the KO with Dark Pulse. Like, hitting 250 is tough at any point in the game. It looks like they are just going to have to manual retreat. If they don't find Max Potion, never mind. Spoke too soon. I was going to say, if they don't find Max Potion and we find a Guzma, that could be solid. If they found Choice Band here and an energy off the end, that's not great. Cobalion, interesting choice. And he did find the Choice Band. We do get to keep the energies in play, however. And they're down at 1 card. We're going to just send up Yveltal. We do have Alter that we're going to put in play. Ooh, maybe shouldn't, though. It gives them 2 less. I guess it doesn't matter. It, like, actually doesn't matter. It actually, if anything, hurts them because it forces him to not discard energies. And he wants to discard energies. So that's actually interesting. I like that. So we could go Super Rod back, a Darkrai, Yveltal, or I guess Lele is correct. We're not going to need another Darkrai, likely. And this increases our Max Elixir chances. I guess we'll get Darkrai back, because we're more likely to need that than another baby Yveltal. Puts one more Dark Energy in the deck. We don't, like... Alright, hang on. We're, like, never getting a knockout here, so I guess we maybe just Abyssal Sleep. And try to get that. I think we definitely play the Elixir. Maybe not. Maybe it was correct to hold it. And then just go for the Cynthia. Leave it in the deck. It forces him to have like Guzma or something, or the Rare Candy Sigaleo in his smaller hand. We'll go for the Abyssal Sleep. This might be our route to victory. And nice. I was like, oh no, he's not going to get double heads, is he? So we'll go for 2 Abyssal Sleeps. Hope he stays asleep, doesn't draw what he needs. Ooh, there's a Sycamore. Ooh, gets rid of Sigaleo though, so he has to find Rescue Stretcher plus Rare Candy in this new hand. So we can Abyssal Sleep twice and then come up in Oblivion Wing to knock it out. There's Max Potion. But we'll just Abyssal Sleep again. There he stays asleep. We could actually just come up and hit. The effect stays on him, right? Yes, so we could actually just come up and hit and 2-hit KO now. Because the effect remains. And we could go Ultra Ball for Lele for N, put him down to 3. Okay, let's do that. Do we get rid of, I guess, Darkrai? Yeah, probably Darkrai. And Lele for N, put him to 3. Or should we save that and try to use that on like a turn if he goes down to 1 prize? I think we'll try to... we might need to save it also if he algorithms ever. Let's... I guess we can just Lillie this turn then. Maybe ending to 3 is correct. We do get EXP sure, so that's solid. We'll put it here because we don't have any more choice bands. And we'll just Dark Pulse, hit them for 200. And there's a tail, so they stay asleep. Gonna have to find a Guzma. Field Blower is gonna get rid of some EXP shares. That's his second one or third one. That is the 3rd Field Blower, so he is still playing 3 Field Blowers. Lots have cut down on their Field Blowers, but it looks like he's going to Cynthia. And if he doesn't find Rare Candy plus Rescue Stretcher to get back Sigaleo... Oh no. Or if he plays 2... Beldum. Okay, I was like, getting a little worried. Getting a little worried. It looks like he is just going to stay asleep. And do we want to Guzma anything? No, we just probably take the knockout. And we could Lele in. We know like one of his cards is a Beldum that's useless though. So I think we'll just hold this hand. It's got like all our options in it. Do we attack him with Darkrai Prism Star? He can't knock out Darkrai with something unless it's Cobalion. Yeah. We'll go Dark Pulse. Yeah, we'll do that. There's a couple Dark Energies. That might be why we missed that one Elixir, but it's fine. So let's see if they do have a Choice Band or not. Rescue Stretcher. Oh no, and if he does get out... If he does get out Sigaleo GX this turn in the game, that's probably like our win condition, is that he never gets out Sigaleo GX. Choice Band also hurts really bad. Oh no. So we can go into one here. Do I even want to put another energy on this at this point? I guess we should. To just like keep the energies around. We could also like just get back-to-back Guzma knockouts. But he's only got one prize left. Like, we have to end this turn. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, we have to end. This is our last end. And I think we have to go for that Abyssal Sleep. And as you can see, like, Darkrai Prism Star is pulling its own weight right now. Yes, I'm very aware that this gives me less cards, but it also gives my opponent one card, so it is correct. 100% correct. And we'll just go for the Abyssal Sleep. Hope to see what happens. Oh my gosh. Anytime the first one is heads, I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? And a lot of the versions of this deck that play Solgaleo that I have seen only play 2 choice bands. So there's a chance this is my opponent's only choice band, and we could retreat and get a KO here. We could just retreat, knockout, and then we only need one more prize. Then he could bring up Cobalion and just win, though. So kind of need to knock out Cobalion. Well, he needs an energy. He needs an energy in Cobalion. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he needs a metal energy. What is our highest odds here? We can just hit this again. We can Guzma knock this out with Darkrai Prism Star. Actually, that's probably our smartest, safest play. I think that is our safest play. We lose to a Guzma regardless, right? So, like, because if he does get Guzma, like, he hasn't played a Guzma yet, right? Yeah, so, like, we lose to a Guzma regardless. So this is our smartest, safest out. Abyssal Sleep. Because if we just knock this out, he can bring up Cobalion and just needs a metal energy to get the KO. To take his last prize. And the way he sends this up kind of makes me think he might have Guzma. Oh. If he has another Lele and he has a Guzma. I don't know if there's something I could have done differently there. Like, because we lose to a... Like, if I do knock this out, we just lose. Well, I mean, maybe he wouldn't find a metal energy, though. But he could have Lele'd for Sycamore there, so he just got what he needed. That was such a close game. That's a really frustrating one to lose. Really close one, but good game to my opponent. That was definitely... Darkrai Prism Star came in and did some work, so... Hope you guys enjoyed watching this Turbo Dark video. Let me know what you think of Turbo Dark in Standard. Does it have a chance to come back and make a showing again? Do you think there's like too much fighting stuff around still? Buzzwole, Lycanroc, of course, still being pretty popular, and that's a tough matchup for sure. Maybe you could see adding something like Mew EX to try to help that matchup, but not sure how much it would really do since, you know, it is just 120 HP basic EX. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and that is going to do it for me. I'm going to get out of here. Until next time, guys, take care.